Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemiah, Shabbat, Shemar, Kodash, divine to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, the Wua and Teachwa. Shalom to all the saints, Aki and Pushers, truth on faith out the four corners of the earth. While Shalom to the sincere sisters, the Akawaf. Let's learn to be obedient to us, man. Homie was the one that is scattered by say Shalom. Come back at you with another lesson, little woman. Your heart desire be edifying to the spirit by Yahweh Shemiah Shah. This lesson I'm gonna be quick, very quick, straight into the point. Lord want to be edifying. This is a precept that the brother Uriah had brung out in GMS Baton Rouge at camp, and it's just somehow that helped hit my spirit, and I want to just add my little 2 cents to learn back, off the brother. But this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 1. It says, "But he that giveth his mind," let me get out this rain. It's lucky. Be driving crazy, especially in this rain and at night. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy." Remind me of the and prophecies, Salakia. Be occupied in prophecies. That will remind me of the scripture of seeking out the the old paths and the old way. But that's what we doing, man. Because as the scripture say, the end was written from the beginning, man. So all of the prophets, they were what? They were speaking of and writing, of the end, man. Sorry. From Genesis, to Revelation, man. And we seeking out that old, ancient, wisdom, man. And that's what is going to keep you stable, because through the seeking of that wisdom, that ancient wisdom, Yahweh Shemiah Shah, he gives us all the keys that we need into salvation, man, which is through Yahweh Shah, man. And Yahweh Shah is directly dealing with us. He's supping with us, man, sharing his most intimate secrets unto us, man. So when, he returns, as the scriptures say, blessed is he that keep his garments. Many scriptures, man. Walk in the day and not at night. Why? Because it's going to be a surprise to the world, but really 2/3 of our people, because that's who salvation is for, man. Because them being Jake, but we know on this side, only the elect, will obtain it. But it's gonna be Yahweh Shah is gonna return as a thief in the night unto them, because they wasn't watching, they wasn't occupied in the prophecies, they wasn't seeking the wisdom of old, of ancient, man. They wasn't giving their mind to the law, man. Unto Yahweh Shemiah Shah. They was giving their mind into earthly things, man. Where moth and rust and thieves break through and steal. Giving their mind to chasing the bag. Well, what's the bag going to do when they change this system, this fiat currency, into digital currency? That's not going to translate over, man. Don't care how much wealth, rich money you have, is none of that money is going to translate over, man. You're going to have to get that RFID up, and you ain't going to even, as they said, you will own nothing and be happy. That money will be a thing of the past, man. Chasing a bag, women, women leave you just because they, just because they want to, just because they feel some type of way, man. I'm just giving different various things of this world, man, that's not gonna profit you at all, man. None of the things of this world, man, that Esau didn't that Esau didn't made to be such of a big deal, none of that gonna profit you. In fact, it's gonna destroy you, man. As the scriptures say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It will pollute you even to a soul destruction, man. But we giving our mind, into these prophecies. And I'm gonna get one more precepts, like you. And I end it off. This is Revelations 1 and 3. God, dog. Revelations 1 and 3, it says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand, man. And that's what we doing, man. We seeking out the old past and the old ways, the wisdom of the ancients, man. As I said, all the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, was speaking, of the end, man. Hosea, Obadiah, Ezra's, Malachi, Mike, all of it, man. Joel, man. That's that old ancient wisdom, that we seeking out, man. And Yahweh Shai, he's opened the seals, man. He opened, our mind up, our la'ab, our heart, which is la'ab, which goes into mind, and giving us this wisdom of understanding, man. He's the scriptures say, behold, I stand at the door and knock. The Lord has opened that door and came in unto us, man. He's shared his secrets, man. And that's what's gonna protect us. And I'm Lord willing, I'll do a video next on that Psalms 27 and 5, man. Being under the Lord's pavilion, man. Because if you're not under his pavilion, if you're not under his wings, man, his protection, then you through it out here, man. You all the way through, man. Ain't no much prepping gonna save you in that day, man. I don't care if you feel like you the most prepared, you done mapped your terrain out, your living quarters, everything about your neck of the woods. It don't matter, man. If you don't have your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then you gonna perish, man. But we gonna continue, Lord willing, we be a part of that elect number from Apostle Tony on down. We're gonna continue to, give our mind into, heavenly things, set our affections above, high, man, and not upon this world, man. Because this world, as Peter, ancient wisdom, he prophesied what? This world passeth away, man, with fervent heat, man. All of this stuff, none of this gonna be, exalted in the kingdom, man. Only thing gonna be exalted in the kingdom dealing with this place is how Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai came and to deliver and destroy, man. All this wickedness, none of that is gonna be exalted no more, man. It's gonna be straight up righteousness, man. It's like a phone call. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Shemar Kakadash, the one to the apostles, bishops, elders, the great millstone, the woo and teacher, and shalom to all the saints. I can put your truth on faith. Throughout the four comes every detail, Bible, comes shalom.